Welcome back for some more RPG chat. This time we're going to talk about Final Fantasy IV. In the US on the Super Nintendo, this was known as Final Fantasy II. So since all this happens right in the beginning of the game, this is kind of a cool part to talk about. It's all the other ones you kind of start off as a good guy. This one you actually start off as a bad guy. Has a pretty good redemption arc throughout the story. So yeah, definitely recommend playing this. Story's pretty good. But did you know the crystals merely shed their light in silence? ... If you are enjoying these RPG chats, then make sure to subscribe, leave a like, leave a comment, do all that kind of fun stuff. Let me know what your favorite RPG is, or your favorite Final Fantasy game is. But enough chat, let's get into combat. Floating eyeballs, we have Kain and Cecil. So yeah, this one has regular XP, regular like leveling up in here. I know other ones they've had like different classes, different like you have to level up classes, or like you just level up weapons. You don't really have the same XP system. But in here you have each person is their own class. There are points where certain characters may change their class, but they don't go back, they become that new class. Let me hop into one that's a little bit further in the game to show some of this stuff. So yeah, there are magic points that you have on here. So you have like the whole magic system where each character has their own spells that they can use, and I mean it's definitely different than some of the previous ones. And then also each character is limited to what spells they can learn, where some of them learn them at different points in the game. There are different quests you need to do, different things you need to do to discover some of the spells. Also, they have it in this game where you can have up to 5 people on your team. And then this is one of the things we've talked about in some of the other ones, where you can adjust who's in the front, who's on the back independently. But in this one, it's you have the first, the third, and the fifth are one area, and the second and the fourth are in the other. So if you change those, then yeah, it shifts everyone's spots. So it's like you can't change that spot individually. You can move people so they're in the different spots, but those specific spots are set up so they zigzag going down. Thought it was kind of weird that in this one specifically you couldn't really customize how you wanted to have the layout to go. I mean, there's not really anything else that's that much different. I mean, each person has their own attack and their own special things since the classes are static to them. It does say, so Kain is left-handed and Cecil is right-handed. When you go to the town, you have the inn, you have an item shop, and then you have the weapon and shield shop. So this one does not have the magic shops in it, just because you learn magic differently in this from the other ones, so you don't have to go and buy all the spells. And then kind of like in 3, without doing too much spoiling with my endgame save on here, you have the main world, and then you also have like a full underworld that you can explore. I'm not going to go too far into here just because I don't want to ruin the fun of that. There is another area. I'm not going to spoil anything about the other area, but that's more of an endgame spot, and it's pretty awesome. So I mean, that's kind of Final Fantasy IV in a nutshell. It's, definitely a really fun one. I played it a long time ago on the Super Nintendo as Final Fantasy II. But it's just kind of cool how they have the build-up going to the best Final Fantasy game ever. This is the closest one to 6, up before 6 existed. We can jump. So I mean, you had one where you chose classes in the beginning and people were kind of stuck to those ones. You had 2 where didn't really do the class stuff as much. It was more of you just leveled up based on what weapons and spells and things that you used. Then you had 3 brought a class system back. And then you have this one where each one has their own class in here and you can't change it. So it's kind of cool seeing the progression as you go through here. Darkness. Smack. That doesn't do much damage. Darkness is weak against the mist. Then the combat system, found it kind of weird how it worked with setting if someone's in the front or someone's in the back. That's just different from all the other Final Fantasy games. The overall story in this one is pretty good. Has nice redemption arcs and things like that in it. There's not really anything I can think of that I disliked about this game. Everything was pretty good. It was put together really well. Yeah, can't really think of any gripes I have about it. Mist. The ring is glowing. We're such terrible people in the beginning. Ah, take that, city. See how bad we are? We killed that kid's mom. We're monsters. No, kid, I'm not going to attack you. The girl casted go away. Oh, or she kind of oofed us. So yeah, if you haven't had a chance to play this, definitely recommend trying it out. And I know it's on the Switch. I believe it's on Steam. It might be on some of the other consoles. Was it 4? I believe they got up to it on Game Boy Advance. I don't know if they got up to it on the DS. So if you enjoy these videos, then make sure to leave a subscribe and a thumbs up. And wow, look at all those creepy things. Leave a message in the comments. Let me know what your favorite RPGs and Final Fantasy games, all that are. Let me know that I'm a big noob and I missed something. Also, let me know what kind of, do you enjoy the class system more? Do you enjoy having each character as their own special class? How do you like your Final Fantasy games, or even other games that are out? Because I know, like, Earthbound, Chrono Trigger, things like that, you're just kind of... each person is their own thing. Which we'll probably go over those games at some point too, because those games are pretty awesome. Welcome, you've got mail. So I want to thank you for watching. Have a nice day.